65 miniatures. There's 65 of these lots of them.
Beautiful, very well detailed. Like you can literally see the abs of these characters. Like there's a lot of detail. Let's see if we can pick here. Hold that one up to the camera.
Yeah.
You can literally see all the muscle tones. If you, like, you can see the back, shoulders, everything, lats, all of that stuff. So, detailed. Plus, they're also paintable too. So, if you wanted to, if you're a big like this kind of gamer collector for little figures, you can paint each one of these individually.
Mm-hmm. There are 8 custom dice. You have 4 fighter dice, and then you have 4 enemy dice. So, of course, whenever you're rolling for the enemy, we'll see how that goes with attacking and, of course, moving forward in the game. You have 20 loot cards. And with these, of course, it has certain effects that these cards have. For example, the top one's chicken. I love chicken, y'all.
Yeah.
I love chicken. Anyway, well, I lie. It's turkey. Still chicken. It's still chicken.
It looks like chicken, man.
It looks like chicken.
It's
chicken.
Look at the picture. It looks like chicken.
It looks like chicken. It's chicken.
It's the low carb chicken.
Yeah. It's just
it's chicken.
It's a little drier than chicken, but it's chicken. You know what I mean? All right. Anyway, when you get your loot cards, like the one that says turkey platter, it says during your turn you may either give this card to a fighter adjacent to you, or discard this card to heal 3 damage. So there's a lot of, like, you have the turkey, you got soda, you got butterfly knife, you got shuriken, you got martial arts magazines. Like, there's a lot of really cool things that you have with your loot cards. Then you also have, let me see, I think those are the 7 death cards.
These are story deck, fighter deck, enemy deck.
Okay, so you have your fighter stage deck and enemy decks. Okay, yeah. So the 6 fighter decks, you have 25 cards per fighter, and 150 cards total, which is pretty dope. What game is it again? This game is called Street Masters Redemption. So you can see Street Masters Redemption. So yeah, the stage deck has 21 cards per stage and 168 cards total. And the enemy deck has 21 cards per enemy and 1 kingdom reference card and 85 cards total. Then you have your story cards, which is 108 of these cards. Where are they at? Yep. Okay. Those are the fighter cards.
Yeah, these are all the different cards for all of this.
So okay. So they're all together.
Yeah, these are just the basic sections. So you can actually see, like, here's some of the enemies, and then these are some of the actual fighters, stages, and then each one of these has a section in here that has other cards that go with it.
These right here are 13 snap-on bases for your fighters, so it'll be easy. Like, you want certain colors to pick out your fighters. It's kind of easy to
keep track of which one's which.
And then you have your tokens. So these are, like, it's for, like, you have 81 damage token, 140 defense power tokens, 5 crate tokens, 5 objective tokens, and 12 ally rival tokens as well. So that's pretty deep. So
lots of details and everything went into all of this. So yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and open up one of the fighter cards so the way I can explain to you guys what the fighter card and what they mean. No, this game is called Street Masters. For everyone that's just joining us right now, this game is called Street Masters.
This was actually created by a neighbor of ours.
Yeah.
And it's him and his buddies, and this is actually the first round of games that he's created. He actually has another one that's coming out in October. We're going to do one on that one as well when it comes out. And so
this is the first. It hasn't gone wide release yet, which is awesome that we get to do this first, which is badass.
Basically, anybody who helped out in their Kickstarter campaign for this, when you helped out, you actually were basically buying your copy of this. and they shipped those out as of February. And so we got our copy, and we've just been trying to find time to do this.
Mhm.
And this is literally the time we got.
And so, to answer your question, J Dog, our affiliation with the game, his neighbor is the one that created the game.
Him and his buddies created this game.
And
entirely.
so he helped out on the Kickstarter. They got the first batch of it, and we are reviewing the game and talking about basically what each card and what everything does. So going on to our fighter cards. So you have your name of your fighter, which this just says Dad, or is that Dad or Dow? It was like Dow or
It's
Dad. Dow, not Dad, Dow. This right here is the fighter's health. It's the health value. A fighter can suffer damage up to their health before being defeated. So if you're Dow, I'm sorry. We only have 6. You have your charge value, which he actually does not have a charge value. Charge value on the card is actually blue. So let me see if I can find this. I think this is the enemy deck. I'm trying to find the hero deck. There it is. All right. Yeah. All right. Bam. All right. So you have your charge value right here. Sorry. So here's the card. You have your health for your fighter, your charge value. The value indicates how much power a fighter needs before becoming charged. And then right here, number 4 is a damage type indicator. And so for his, this is the type of damage dealt by a fighter when resolving their basic fighter action. If a fighter card does not have this damage type indicator, the damage type will be described by the action ability. So his is punch damage. There's also kick damage and grapple damage. And then right here is the basic fighter action. So what the fighter can do. And so here also, the bottom one, basically what it is, this is the action where that is always available to the fighter. So this fighter is attack 2. Attack this after this attack, gain 1 power in each Tempest card you control. And so let's go ahead and find that. And then you have another fighter card as well that looks slightly different than that one, and I believe it is over here. Yeah, this is the one I'm looking for right here. I think. This is a lot of like fun talking about the game already.
There are so many different actions and styles in this.
So what we just talked about was the fighter character cards. This is the fighter card itself. Right here you have the name of the card. Excuse me. Right here you have the name of the card. So this one is Recon. And then you have right next to it, there's actually no symbol next to it, but if there's a star next to it, it means it's a unique icon. This icon indicates that the card is unique. When a unique card is in play, no other card of that name can be in play as well, which that's pretty dope.
Yeah, basically it means you can't fight yourself.
Yeah, you
which
can't
is
do
awesome.
it. That's stopping a lot of loophole. There it is. Yeah. Here it is. All right. So this is what that icon looks like. It's a star right next to the name of the card. So you see that as well. That's what that is for. If a unique card enters play while a copy of it is already in play, the card that was in play is discarded and the card that was just played stays in play. So that takes your card out that you already had and keeps that one in play. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so if somebody else throws out a card that's the same as yours and it has a star, that means yours is gone and they now have it.
Yeah. That's going to piss some people off. That's going to be fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3 on here is the card type. This one is Tactic Chi. So this is very much a chi-based card. This trait indicates what type of card it is. Number 4 on it when it's a different card, it has another thing on top of it, which let me see if we can find it. Here it is. It has attack on it, on this one. And basically what it says, it's a trait card. Any other traits listed here applies only to the deck to which the card belongs. This trait or these traits are referenced by other cards in the deck, making that trait unique to its deck. And then you have number 5, which is the damage type indicator, which we talked about in the first one. So you see at the top right corner of the card, it's your damage type indicator. And number 6 is the text box. The text defines what the card does. There will often be one or more keywords in the card effect. And so it's kind of like reading the character card as well, what the character can do always.
As well as the move itself. So
yeah,
you kind of have to take both of those into consideration pretty much always. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm. So then there is the boss cards.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, my god.
So this is the guys you are going to be fighting. And you know what this reminds me of? If you are an old school gamer, Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of, just a little bit. Streets of Rage was my game. Got 4 players, going through, taking down a crime syndicate, and beating that big boss.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not mean Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid.
Really?
You're welcome. I just had to do it. All right. So let's see. Ooh, that's dope. These boss cards look pretty dope, but I'm looking for the big boss, which is shown on here, which is Dimitri. See if you can find Dimitri for me.
Character is right here.
Well, it just has boss on there. So it's ally. Like everybody on the boss side, they look pretty dope. You know what I mean? Let's see. Off duty.
Yeah, the graphics on these cards are actually really good.
Very.
I know it's a little bit harder to see on the camera and everything, but they put a lot of work into this.
I do. If we do start the Twitch stream, I do want to get 2 more people that in here to really do the story mode with us, so that way we can really go full on story mode with this.
Oh yeah.
Because that would be a lot of fun, man.
There's cards on here that I'm looking at right now that say the true underdog, edge of defeat, surrounded, crowbar, up and comer. They put a lot of sorry, a lot of detail in. Really, damn it! I was hoping it was in this one.
All right, boss card. So here it is, Dimitri. The name of the boss. So the health value right here for a boss can suffer damage up to his or her health value before being defeated. The P right here next to the 20, the P next to the numerical value represents per fighter. When the health value has a P next to it, multiply that value by the number of fighters in the game. Oh.
Boy,
I
was thinking that maybe it was 20, considering all of these are no, because this one has 22. Oh my god!
Oh
so
man!
Per person. So sorry, not 20 per person. That's 20 per fighter. So if each person has 3 or 4 fighters with them, and we got a full round of people, that's 12.
Son of a
12 to 16 times 20. Holy.
When it appears in any game effect, it always represents the number of fighters in the game. Oh. Son of a bitch. All right, so number 3 is the affiliation. This indicates which faction the boss belongs to. This boss specifically belongs to the Brotherhood.
I saw that card.
Number 4 is the attack value. This indicates how many enemy dice are rolled when that card attacks. So for his 4 dice are meant to be rolled for his attack. Man, this already sounds like hell.
That means whoever's getting hit is basically going to die.
Basically, all right. And so the boss has his active for his card, like the fighters has theirs. This is Dimitri. This is his. Dimitri gains 2 random defense tokens and attacks each fighter engaged with him. Then each target of that attack must discard 1 grapple defense token. If at least 1 fighter cannot, Dimitri retreats 2 spaces.
Huh.
That's interesting. So there's that. So then you have your minion cards.
One of the cards in here is demoralizing finisher.
That sounds scary.
Yeah.
That sounds very scary. So we're back to Dao. He's the minion. We're back to him. So you have the name of the minion, of course. This right here, this color, the color indicates this shows correspondence between the card and the minion figure of the card's type with that matching color base. So the bases.
Yeah.
These are the bases right here. All right. Then you have the health value, which his is 6. So he's pretty easy to defeat. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
God. You have his value, his attack value, which is number 4, which is 3. Corey, Selena says hi, and I love him.
Hi, love you too. What's up, girl?
Okay, so
Also, I'm live on YouTube too. So
yeah, check out his channel too. This is simultaneous.
yeah, we
It's
got
happening
this
at the same
going
time.
on both. I'm sorry, channel, if you guys not that anybody's on there watching right now, but thank you.
All right. So, right, number 4, attack value. A card attack value indicates how many enemy dice are rolled when this card attacks. Then you have your defense value, which is number 5, which is right here. So you guys see defense value. Defense value. It's the shoe right here. That's when a minion enters play. That minion gains a certain number of 1 or more types of defense tokens. And then you have your text box, which is right here, which tells you back what his active when this card is active, what it does. And basically for him, he advances 4 spaces towards the nearest fighter and attacks, then retreats 2 spaces and gains 1 random defense token for each space retreated into. This is really interesting because this is reminding me of Streets of Rage and Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
All the turn-based stuff.
Yup.
So now we're going to go into stage objective cards.
Oh, so we got a lot actually. There's a lot. This is all the stage decks right here. Those are all the different kinds of stages.
These are the different stages. Like, so you can imagine like what you're actually going through whenever you are playing in the story.
The stage objective cards. There's objective character. There's
So you have
many.
your weapon, just so you can find this.
That's demoralizing.
Look for an objective item.
There's the Vandal Serum, and it's an item.
Let's see. Yeah, this works. Okay.
What's the one on the picture?
This one is weapons cache.
I'm skipping it right now.
So, all right. So you guys can take a look at
Click on the
the.
stage conditions.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah. Stage conditions. Oh, like how?
Like, it's a stage condition.
Oh no. Okay. Let me see. I don't know if that goes there or not.
Frightened Gambler. Oh my god, there's a lot into this. Holy crap.
So, yep, here's the Vandal Serum. Basically, you have your name of the objective, the type of objective it is, which is right here. This is just an item. There are 3 standard types of objective: characters, items, and points. These traits indicate which type of objective these cards represent. And then you have your objective icon. This one does not have one.
Objective item. Good crowbars.
Let me see the crowbar. Okay, yeah, that works.
All right.
Looks back. So here is the objective icon. it's the yellow thing in the middle. You guys can see here too. This icon indicates where the matching objective tokens is placed on the map and identifies the corresponding objective token. So then you have your color indicators, which is right here. It's also yellow for this card. When a miniature is optionally used to represent the objective, this indicator signifies that the chosen objective figure with the matching base corresponds to this card. And then you have your text. There's a lot on here. I'm not going to read it all. There's a lot on here because it's going to go, of course, a part of the story. So you guys see that over there as well on YouTube. So now we are officially at game setup. We got through what every card means and how it works with the game. Now we are, like I said, we were getting into the game setup.
These are literally the story cards.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So when we do go into the actual story mode, as Corey was saying, these are story cards. Basically, imagine playing Tekken. At the beginning of Tekken, how it has the story, or mix with Star Wars.
Yeah.
We
How
have
it
the
has that
movie
prologue text that just scrolls through. Each part of the story has one. There is literally a prologue. That first card is the prologue. And then there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 different sections to the story.
So
Oh dear God.
this can go a while, but it's pretty awesome. Like, that tells us right then and there that we are going to have a lot to play with. And that makes me a little more excited to go live on Twitch and actually do this whole
you know what that also
thing.
means?
What does that mean?
There's a lot more room for dying.
Yeah, yes, there is. There is a lot more room for that. There's a lot more for that. That's going to be, oh, that's scary. So we are now at game setup, guys. So choose fighters.
Oh God.
All right. So each player chooses one fighter deck.
All right. So these are the different fighter decks. So those are enemies. Here we go. Okay. So we've got Brandon, Gabriel, Natalia, Ying Hao, Megan, and
Kiryu.
Okay.
Kiryu.
It's like a mixture of
Kiryu.
Goku and Ryu.
He looks like it, yeah, doesn't he?
Like Kakarot and Ryu.
The way it's set up, yeah.
Yeah, he's got like Kakarot's coloration, but like Ryu's outfit.
Here's Brandon, which is very much like the Bruce Lee. You can definitely see
Bruce
that.
Lee or Maxie.
Or Maxie. Yeah, Maxie, if you're a Soul Calibur fan.
Yeah.
Maxie. Then you have Gabriel. He is definitely the fighter.
So would he be like Jax?
I wouldn't say
or,
Jax.
Eddie.
No, not even Eddie. Not Steve. Brian.
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 Okay, yeah, I can
Brian
see
is who Tekken. Brian. That's kind of how that would go with.
Or Yamcha. We don't know yet.
We don't need him to die
might
that
be
much.
useful.
If he's like, if anybody treats him like Yamcha, we will never finish the game.
Right.
Natalia, I will call her Sonya Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat 1, the way she looks. Definitely. And then we have Ying Hao, and she's like police girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like a mix of
Sarah Integra?
Yeah. And then
Or not Sarah Integra, because her last name's Integra. What
Megan, she looks like when Jessica Nigri cosplayed as Goku.
Yeah.
That's what she looks like.
That actually, yeah, nah, for real.
But
she looks like she has the fighting style of Chun-Li.
Yeah. I can see that. Yep. And of course, Kiryu, which is definitely Goku and Ryu.
100% right there.
So, each player chooses one fighter deck and locates the chosen fighter double-sided character card in that deck. So, that's Kiryu's. Right here.
Okay.
So here's Natalia, Megan, Ying Hao, Gabriel, and Brandon.
And
And
Kiryu.
Kiryu. So they're all
So
their cards.
Who do you want?
I like playing badass female characters. So Megan.
You want Megan?
I'll do Megan.
All right. So I'm gonna be stereotypical stupid ass bastard, because literally big Goku fan and Ryu fan. So I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
go with Kiryu because it was between that or Gabriel, being that literally right there.
Yeah. All right. So to do what did it say? Okay. Double-sided character card.
Yep.
And place that card so the charging places that card so the charging symbol, this symbol we didn't see last time, it's the blue symbol,
Mhm.
is face up in their play areas. Then each player shuffles their fighter deck and places it face down next to their fighter character card. All right, so here's what this is. So I believe this is, yep, these are okay. So this is hers. This is Megan's right here. No, that's not Megan. This is actually
That's Natalia.
this is Natalia. Yeah, this is Natalia. She is
Like-
a badass, dude. Like, holy shit, she's kicking Russians' ass like crazy. Like straight up, like they legit look Russian. I was not even saying it. They legit look that way.
I'm gonna put their character on top of their deck, so that way we don't like.
All right.
As soon as we get to the next one, we know.
This is Taya. All right, and here's Megan's. She is straight up
Look at the-
Goku,
Look
dude.
at the difference. in
Dude,
deck
she is
sizing.
Goku.
Hell yeah!
Yo,
Like, check that shit out.
she is Goku.
She's fucking. Wait, no.
Oh yeah. She is Goku, guys. Holy shit.
Look at the difference in deck size here, though. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
From Ying Hao to Natalia, like, she's almost like Agent Romanoff.
Goku.
Yeah, 100%.
Goku. Focus Chi.
Like, literally, just look at the difference in size. This is almost 2 times as big as this one.
Yeah.
Freaking nuts.
All right.
Okay, you got yours. All
Yeah.
right.
all right.
Gabriel's. I'm
Wait,
assuming
here's
is next?
that's why there's more of hers right here.
Oh, okay. I was like, holy crap! Why
There's-
the hell does she have so little? She's got nothing but punching and grapple. Like, what the hell?
Okay, yep, those are all hers. There's a lot of cards to this game, guys. This is nuts. And I
Okay, now
believe
she has like way more. Holy crap! I don't think we're done here.
we are
Hold on.
not, because
Um,
here's Brandon's,
All right.
and he will probably have more there because his is yellow.
Yeah.
Um,
So there we go. Goes to there. Gabriel's is green.
and then here is yours. It's pretty. They make it really easy too because you can tell your character cards because it is literally the same color as
Your
as your character. So it's,
all of your cards for your deck are literally the same. They have the same border color for your character.
yeah, so it's not hard. It's not hard to find whatsoever. So that's pretty awesome. That's your character.
Nice.
Here is more Natalia.
See, I could totally see him being Goku too, though. Like, check that shit out.
Yeah,
It just,
definitely more Ryu though.
yeah.
That's definitely more
well,
Ryu.
okay, literally right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time,
Fucking his spinning kick right here.
bruh.
Oh no, 100% right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Way more Ryu. Hold on, hold that one up.
Yeah.
Like way more Ryu than Goku, but it looks fucking beautiful.
The art on these cards freaking amazing, guys.
Yeah, like these. I know camera over here for YouTube channel isn't the best right now. I am working on getting a better entire setup for that. But like the artwork on this is beautiful. Should we shuffle these because they're so
Oh,
important?
we're supposed to shuffle them, yeah.
Okay, you already shuffled yours?
Not yet. I was
Okay, we're gonna-
about to read some more. Yep, we just shuffle it and then place it face down next to the fighter. So fighter card down.
Yeah, that's why you have that
And-
little card that says your deck.
Yeah. I'm not the best shuffler in the world. So
I'm not gonna fuck these cards up, so I'm not gonna do a regular shuffle.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do a riffle shuffle. That would be absolutely terrible. So I'm just gonna do this and hope they like try and do it as much with like tiny sections, just because it's like each section is about 3 to 4 cards. So as long as you separate about that amount or less, each time or 2 at a time. You generally do it about 10 times.
Yeah. All
I
right.
know that was a lot of talking that just said times a bunch. Damn. I'm sorry, guys.
All right. So mine is already down with my character. All right. Each player draws a starting hand of 4 cards and collects their fighter figure. So we draw 4 cards from the cards that we just shuffle. Not looking at them right now at all. And do you see my girl?
There you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
See, that's the other thing. Even though these aren't painted at all, it's fairly easy based on everything, all the details on each figure that you can find which one is which
Mm-hmm.
without really trying too terribly hard. I know they're small, but like you can literally just look at them and go, okay, that one's that character, that one's this person, that's that one, and it's really, really simple.
Make it easy. They make
Especially
it really easy.
this big ass bastard.
Yeah,
He's
especially that.
the only one with 6 hands.
All right. Each player may choose to discard any cards from their opening hand and draw replacement shuffling and discard cards back in. Do I want to do that? How did I do that?
Did you get all the same one?
No, I got
Doubles?
how?
I don't know. I got one
So
double.
I'm
and I
going
got the other one
to-
different, so
Replace 2 of them.
yeah.
Let's see if I can do that again.
Just grab 2 of the same ones.
Right.
The other 2.
It's like, what is happening? Like that's my luck.
Yeah.
That's my luck. I had it facing the camera for a second. Sorry. So I could easily, if I wanted to, just look at the camera and was like, this is where I want to be at.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm going to still keep going. And just see what happens. Let's pull 2 more cards.
I did 1, so I can only pull 1 more card. And let's see what I got. I am
Awesome.
actually
4 different cards.
Yeah, I'm good. I got 4 different ones as well.
Dope. All right.
Hold on, I'm gonna rearrange these so that they go back in, and that we have more space tabletop wise.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to play on. Oops. This one needs to be on the bottom.
One thing we did not show you guys really fast is this.
Oh, the stage tile.
Yeah.
That's also mainly used for the
Story.
campaign.
Yeah.
But I
So-
guess we could use it for this too.
This is what stage tiles look like for movement. Think of Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope how different each stage looks. We showed you the stage cards, but we didn't show you the actual stage, and feel like we had to.
It literally take that stage card. It
Yeah.
is the same, just bigger. And it's great. And this has all the spaces, so you know exactly how far you can move.
Mhm.
So the details in this are amazing.
All right. So what's next is choose an enemy deck. The players
Wow.
collectively chooses an enemy deck to play against. Locate the boss card. Already done.
Oh, so we're going against the Brotherhood?
Might as well. Fuck it. It's already done. It's already out.
Hold on.
It's already out.
I found that card. Hold on. Wait.
And place it face up in the enemy play area. And shuffle his deck, which, let's see. Shuffle the enemy deck and place it face down near the enemy. So I have to find his. So since he is Brotherhood, let's see here.
I like how one of the characters looks like Mr. T, but his name is Tyrone. I'm not shitting you, 100%.
Bruh. Mr. T's younger brother,
Tyrone.
My name's Tyrone. I'm here to fuck your bitch.
Come here, Megan.
All right. So I think I found
literally just had it a minute ago.
I found his deck.
Okay, I was like, I swear it was one of these ones.
So this is Facebook's second time confusing him with John Gotti. Not really sure why,
Again.
but it's doing it. John, if you're watching this video for any reason at all, you have been mistaken as just.
Well, I have been
he's
mistaken,
been mistaken as you. Don't
And
know
I'm
why,
sorry.
but
I
it just.
I have no clue why this is happening.
It's pretty funny.
I wish I knew you so that I could like understand this.
Basically, like he has much more of a fulfilling beard than you do.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
crazy.
get
It's
there
different.
eventually.
It's funny. All right. So,
I happened to shave my head too,
oh man.
and it was growing back. It was about the same length. Wow. Okay.
All right. So, we got his deck. Dude, he looks scary, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I totally found him. Oh shit.
You know who he looks like? He looks like a mean version of Leon
Yeah.
from Resident Evil. He looks like a mean version of Leon. That's who he looks like.
Leon, go fuck yourself.
Like that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's see. I gotta find all of this other stuff. So
Which
this
is what?
part is because he only has 4
Is it
cards.
in that one?
No, it's not in this one. These are our allies. This is all enemies.
These are
This is an event. This is his gear.
See, like, here's one that says The Kingdom reference card, and then it has, like, all of their things in there.
Yeah, we have
Kingdom,
events right here.
Jackal, like,
These events are crazy.
but I'm not seeing any more with her on it. Who all is part of
Okay, let's see. Maybe that's all of his.
Here's gear, but he's not part of the Kingdom. He's part of the Brotherhood, and I literally saw that not that long ago. Tyrone is not part of the Brotherhood. Well, I mean, he should be part of the Brotherhood.
Hey, Tyrone.
Because Golden Dragons. Who are you part of?
So I'm trying to figure out.
Because, like, literally, here's him, and he is the leader of the Golden Dragons. And then I freaking.
You know, here. Okay, so
I know what his symbol is.
I think I know what it is. All right, so we have the boss and we have his gear.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so players collectively choose an enemy deck to play against. Enemy deck. So you have the Golden Dragon enemy deck, right? Locate the boss card of that enemy deck. So and place it face up in the enemy play area. So we can use the enemy deck is going to be the Golden Dragons. So we'll use that.
But
But
was
he'll
part of
just
the
be-
Brotherhood, not the Golden Dragons.
I don't know if there's another boss here that's part of the Golden Dragons.
Yeah, this fucker right here.
It's a boss card?
Yeah.
Let's just use that. Let's just use that
We
in Golden Dragons.
we have literally all of his shit right here.
Okay, so let's just use that. That one's going to be a little easier to use right now. We'll just do that.
I swear I had it. Well, unless it's this
Dim-
one right
Dimitri,
here.
I think, probably is like a story boss.
So this one looks really funny because your character. Like, I'm worried.
Fair enough.
I'm worried for you.
So here we are with the boss card for that. So that's what we're gonna do. Shuffle it and put it in the enemy deck. So that's gonna be. I'll leave that to you.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Man, when I shuffle, I came up with a lot of the same cards.
I'm
I'm
just
bad at
I'm
shuffling.
just messing with you. Don't worry about it.
I-
Wait, should the boss card be mixed into it?
no, the boss card stays on the side. You just shuffle that stuff.
Okay, I was like,
Um,
I need to do that.
locate the figure for the chosen enemy deck and place them near enemy play area. So we actually need to have things placed up on here. No, we're actually about to do that now. That's
Yeah.
choose stage.
Yeah, I was like, no, we haven't gone that far. Don't tell me we hit stage because I haven't heard you say stage yet.
Yeah, no, we're about to do it.
All right, cool. Let me find him first.
All right. By the way, thanks guys for still like watching with us and figuring out more about this game because this game's gonna be a lot of fun. Like I said, when we start story mode,
This is gonna be interesting.
is it what you?
Couldn't talk for a second. It's
Oh.
gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This is gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the fact that there's expansion packs for this too. Like, we have not even begun to really dive into this.
No, not at all.
And we're
Like-
getting the expansion packs after we do a couple run-throughs of this and really get to know the actual game and get used to the play style. We're getting the expansion packs just to make it so much harder on us. So it's literally just when you think you've learned it all, well, now you haven't.
By the way, so you guys don't get so much information in our first video. We're going to go until we deal or get the setup of the map and prepare everything, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream for this particular one. Of course, we're going to learn more about the game as it goes on, and then when we come back, we'll be able to talk more about it and really get deep into the lore of what we are about to basically base. Story. It's going to be kind of great. But are you looking for the boss, what he looks like?
Yeah. I want to say it's this one. But he has a bazooka.
Just use it for right now, just to have it.
Okay, fine.
I'm determined to find him, though.
I know you are. I know. Anyway, so what we're going to do now, we need to place the color bases on the enemy deck. So whatever his color base is,
Black.
is his black?
It is black.
Or
Right.
like the dark brown.
So purple.
Yeah, think about it. Hold up. We're gonna actually use them. I think.
Okay. So this is your character because yours is red. Mine is blue. All right. Since we don't have a black, we'll use purple for him. Is this right here?
Yeah, that's
All right. All right. So now we have the bases on the characters. So that way they're indicating who we are. That way we don't get confused while playing the game of who is what, since none of these are actually painted. But like I said, if you are one that loves to paint figures, these are fully paintable characters.
It'll take you a minute to paint them all like appropriately because they really do have a lot of detail, like movement in the way he's standing, how the clothes are literally like wrapping in certain sections, just because of the way his stance is, the wrinkles, everything. Like it's all there.
So definitely realism, a lot of fun. Next, we're gonna choose a stage.
Oh, damn it.
All right.
We got stage cards. Which ones do we want? We've got Compromised, Cash Cow, which is basically a casino. Compromised looks like an office building. Gone
Well,
Ballistic.
That's just doing it backwards. Compared to this, we're doing it backwards.
Oh,
So yeah, the player selectively choose a stage deck and locate the stage's double-sided reference card. So
these.
it confuses me. All right. Then place this card's setup side up. So just choose one. I don't mind which card we use.
I mean, that's the first one. We'll just use
So
that
we'll just use that one. All right.
Okay.
In this stage play area, in the stage play area, and shuffle the stage deck. We need a stage deck. Again, we're just getting into it. So there's a lot.
Like, we'll eventually get this down a lot easier, but for the time being, trying to find everything firsthand. Like, I'll eventually go through and separate all of this out so that it's in sections, and we'll know exactly where everything is.
I'm surprised we've been finding it so quickly, though.
Right?
We
Yeah,
have.
like it really hasn't
So-
been that hard. It's just a matter of rummaging through certain things.
Okay, so that's flyers. So I'm going to take a guess and say this is going to be it, probably, unless you have it in your hand.
I mean, I've got the stage set up right here.
Yep, stage set up too. Yeah. All right.
Gone Ballistics.
Compromise, is that what the stage is called?
Yeah, I'm almost certain you're gonna have it. Nope, I got it. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Right here. There's Compromise.
All right.
Set up. I'll go until I find some other one here.
Let's see. Place the chosen. All right. Face down near the stage play area, leaving room for a discard pile. Okay.
So there's that, and then this is the stage deck.
I'm going to show you guys this also really fast. Here's the stage card.
Other way around.
and here online, so you guys see as well.
I need to be shuffling.
All
So
right.
you have to leave room for a discard pile.
Yes.
All right, cool.
All right. And then while you're doing that, I'm going to read stage setup, which is number 4. Place the chosen stage map tile.
Move your Megan.
Move, Megan.
God.
Megan.
Damn it, Meg.
Sorry if Drake and Josh. Megan.
Megan? Who are these people? Mom and Dad?
Place the chosen stage map tile, which is the big one that we
Yeah.
showed earlier.
Literally
Indicated-
the one we showed.
Yeah, literally the one we showed. Indicated by the stage's name in the corner of the map tile.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
I do the one I lose? No, I don't know the Muffin Man.
Is there really a Drury Lane though?
I don't know. It's possible. I don't really know. Refer to the stage reference card for any specific setup. So,
Cool. That's that one.
yep.
So here's the deck. Discard pile. Right there, side by side.
After following the stage setup rules, flip the reference card over to its stage rules side. Then place 1 crate token, which is going to be over here.
Careful, because those pop out real easy.
Yeah, I felt one of them did. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Yep,
Look,
those are-
already
one
dropped
did,
it. Already
one
dropped
did.
it.
Alright.
That's another thing. You can push those back into their slots pretty easily, but they also pop out pretty easily. So it makes going back and forth between them pretty simple. So you don't have to worry about like a stack or a bag. You can literally pop it back in place.
Mm. This is a crate token. You can see it has a crate on it. Captain Obvious.
There's a crate symbol right there. Look,
yeah,
it says,
on each crate symbol, on
Oh.
each crate icon.
Okay,
So we need
there's
to.
1, 2, 3 more. We need to have.
Yeah,
Way to go. They came over by my feet. And now I don't know.
right there, literally by your foot. 2, 3. All right,
So then there's another. It doesn't matter.
Right
the seconds
here.
on also.
and right there.
All right. So each fighter searches. Oh, well, that's set up. Never mind.
Yeah, no, you're good. Place the boss figure on the boss start space.
My character. This is our boss. Right there. All right.
And each fighter places their fighter figure on a fighter start space.
Which looks like.
Shit. Oh, here it is. Hang on a second. All right, so boss start space, fire start space. So it looks like an analog stick.
Okay.
That's dope.
I'm gonna,
I like
go
that.
right here. I'm gonna be in that.
All right. Face that way. There we go. All right.
He's in a Hodoken.
All right, and prepare token pools, dice, and loot cards. So this is where things get really, really intense.
Ah!
So create supply pools for the damage, defense, power, and objective tokens.
I lied. There's another crate. It's big there.
Okay.
So what all do we do?
All right. So objective space. Oh wait, no. Fuck. Stage specific icons. Mini stages introduce unique icons that have specific rules. So that's going to be off of that. So no, it says prepare them. So just prepare the tokens. That way we can put them on there when we read the rules.
Okay, so do we need this guy's button?
I don't think we do need those tokens.
Okay.
Those are specific. If we do, it'll be on here. Those are entry spaces. When a minion enters play, it always enters the map. So we do need minions right here, right here, right here, right here.
And right over there too. So we need 5
We
minions.
need 5 minions.
Okay, which minions? Oh, I guess the ones that came out of his deck, right?
Yeah.
So it's this one. But this is like his deck. So
I'm going to show you guys exactly what this actually looks like. So you see, that's what the stage setup right now looks like.
Okay, so there's only 2 types of minions in this one. We've got Wanbo and Jin.
So Wombo and Jin.
Wanbo and Jin, and that's what they look like.
Wanbo. Okay, I thought it was two people. Wanbo and Jin. Wanbo and Jin.
Yep.
Which is Wanbo and Jin.
Two people from my show.
Yeah. So we got Jin and Wombo. Wombo. I'm having fun with that. Wombo.
You had it set
Wombo.
for M when you should have it set for
Or
W.
W.
Wombo. Oh god. That's terrible. I'm sorry. All right. So how many of each one? Because I found them.
When a minute enters play, only when they enter play.
Okay, so it could be either one of them. So,
Yeah.
All right.
So we have to shuffle when we shuffle the deck and we play his cards. That's when we know that enters play to, take over what needs to be done. But while you find that,
No, I found their characters. I found their characters.
Okay.
Their figures.
so technically after that the game starts.
Oh shit.
Yeah, actually, yeah, no, the actual game starts.
Okay, so then the setup thing, it says each fighter searches the stage deck for a copy of Sacred Staff from the stage deck and places it in the stage play area, placing objective tokens as normal. Search the deck for armed intruders and place it in the enemy play area. Shuffle the stage deck.
Okay, so there's a lot that we got to do. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. This is going to be uploaded. That way you guys can check out everything that we just did. And if you are interested in this story, in this game, message me and let me know. We're gonna be doing some fun stuff with it. We're gonna continue it and figure everything else out. That way we can go ahead and come back for us to bring you the second part to the introduction of Street Masters. And yeah.
And I'm pretty sure on the next one, if we can, I'm going to try to actually get Chris over here. He was supposed to come tonight, but he's kind of busy.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to get one of the creators of this game to come over here and actually run through an event with us, like whether it's an arcade version or whatever. We're gonna try and get him to run through with us.
This will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So this will right now, of course, I'm on Facebook, but I will upload mine to YouTube as well.
I am still currently live for the Player Agency. If you still want to keep up with us and what we're doing, I'm going to keep that rolling until we kind of do a simple run through, and then at that time, then I'll actually cut it. But if you want to keep up with us, you want to keep going, you want to see us fail miserably, then come
Go
watch us on
the Player Agency.
We are still live.
And so for people on my YouTube channel, guys, thanks for joining us for this stream as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Comment down below if you guys want to know more about this. There will be a link in the description for the game. And like we said, next time we should have one of the creators of the game on here as well. So that way you can meet him and we can talk about it more and go in depth of what this game it really is.
And if you have any questions, you can ask him directly, and I'm pretty sure he'll answer. I don't think he'll have any problem answering almost any question you have.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, guys, also don't forget to hit that bell. That way, you know when we upload new videos on YouTube. Guys, here on Facebook, again, thanks for joining us for it. Lucia, it's good to see you. I miss you. J-Dog, I will definitely be seeing you soon, of course. And everyone that's watching this video on YouTube, you won't really be seeing these comments.
Right.
But again, thank you guys. And until next time, I'm Steven.
I'm Corey.
And we will try not to
Die.
suck really
Die
bad
in this.
on this. All right. Bye, guys.
Later.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
And we're on mine, we're almost
Yeah.
at an hour, so that was a little bit longer. So that was about an hour.
It was.
So
All right.
we're gonna keep going here. I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit so you can see more of the stage real quick. Just so you have a better view of everything.
Faster way doesn't die while it's saving.
That would be bad.
It would be. Where is my scripture?
On the floor, like
Oh,
always.
it's right here.
Spin it.
There's
Let's charge.
both of them being used. I think one of them is mine, isn't it?
I don't know.
One of them mine. Well, I have so many, so just move it.
Yeah.
Ah. That's yours. This one right here is mine. Okay.
Still nobody on the gym.
All right. Wow, 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 wow. All right, don't close. Sure.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot. There's a lot.
All right, 145 views. That's how I was like, I'm gonna go on because I don't have that many people that follow me live with YouTube that like follow me live because I don't go live on my YouTube. So I was
Yeah.
like, Facebook reason. If I want to get this out, I need to do it with
So-
Facebook.
I just remembered that our channel actually has a Twitch account too. I just need to actually link that.
Yeah,
That way I can do that instead of always just being on
on
YouTube.
here.
Yeah. So that's something I'm gonna try to do. When I do some of the actual like video game live streams, I'm going to link up the Twitch account for the channel so that I'm not just always on here. You guys can come and watch me on Twitch where I know it has better streaming qualities, especially when it comes to gaming. And then you guys get to see me fail miserably at all the games that I play.
Just about, yeah.
Or you can watch both of us fail miserably or watch him kick my ass in certain games and vice versa. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do.
All
We
right.
do.
Let's get into this.
All right, so
Oh, so it says to find the sacred staff and then an armed intruder. So we each have to search for a sacred staff. There's a sacred staff, and there's a sacred staff. One for you, one for me, and then we have to find an armed intruder. That sounds freaking frightening. Is there really? How is that possible?
what? So where do we put the sacred staff at?
Why is there only one armed intruder?
Wow.
So it says each fighter searches the stage deck for a copy of Sacred Staff from the stage deck and places it in the stage play area, placing object tokens as normal. So I guess these. So I guess based on the coloration, that's where it goes.
Yes, I have no idea. This is where this would be a lot of help for him.
So it looks like there's one for every color. Because, like, blue, red, yellow. I think that's more how it plays out. So I guess grabbing the one for your coloration. Yours is blue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there's yours. And mine's red, and I just saw it, so I'm going to swap with that. And then that way we have these here. And then we'll do this. And then and then search the deck for armed intruders and place it in the enemy play area. Shuffle the stage deck. All right. So where's the enemy play area? All right. So armed intruders. I'm just gonna do that because there's not a lot of space on the actual board.
Yeah.
And then this goes in our play area. So I'm gonna leave it here with my character. It seems easier to keep track of it. want to tag people in this to come watch?
Yeah. On Facebook?
No.
On
I mean, I guess you could tag on Facebook.
I mean, if there's an active stream, you can tag. You could just take it and then tag.
yeah.
So she would have to get on YouTube and watch and then tag from there.
Yep.
So do that.
Okay, on then.
Okay. It still says no construction. Hi. There we go. By the way, when this is done, we need to post up to a link for your channel as well. That way they can go see your video. People, check out Amaranth Productions. Stephen Moore over here, fucking doing it up.
Yeah.
I need to do the jiggle. Alright, I think I got these shuffled enough.
Right.
They can never be too shuffled.
That's true. And this is the enemy deck. I'm still not sure. I'm putting here for right now. Story. Those. Alright, I think we can start. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next, prepare token pools, dice, and loot cards. So you place all the dice within easy reach of all the players.
Right here.
So yeah, that's perfect. Just
Yeah.
take these out.
Okay, so then there's. It also said set up in accordance to stage rules.
Uh-huh.
So this is a safe room. The symbol, the house with the cross in the middle, which basically looks like a life fucking box.
Yeah.
So it says objective tokens are sacred staff that are treated as figures that cannot suffer damage or gain defense tokens. That's pretty cool. So it's like an NPC.
Yeah.
If a sacred staff is defeated by a card effect, remove its card from the game and place its token on armed intruders.
So what
Oh.
token goes?
Okay, so that's what these are for. And
Ah.
we have this one and this one. And no, they go on their
Right there.
respective. Which
Mine is that one. Yours is right here.
okay.
Red.
That sucks.
Mine is right next to me.
Yeah, mine's all the way on the other side of the damn map. Maybe I should start over here. God damn.
Yeah, that's actually smart because that's where yellow and that's where purple goes.
Yeah. Say what?
We have work tomorrow.
Oh yeah, what time is it?
It's
only
almost
11.
midnight.
It's 11. It's almost 11. It's not quite midnight.
9 till 11.
It's like it's definitely not 9 till midnight.
9 till 11.
All right. So our sacred.
Sacred.
Alright.
Night.
Like,
I'll see you.
And yours is over there.
I just have a little book right here, so that's why I just.
Alright.
All right. And it's all that's on there.
Oh no. So then, if it gets defeated by a card effect, remove its card from the game, and place its token on the armed intruders. That sucks. So each house symbol is a safe room space. If a sacred staff with no fear is ever in a safe room space, that objective is rescue. Remove its token and card from the game. Each fighter gains 1 power. That's pretty cool.
Okay. So
Each-
everywhere that we go, our token follows.
No, I think we have to grab them and then go.
We have to make our way in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're already in.
Well, yeah. So are you technically speaking?
But I'm on the outside, so I still have to
Go around.
go in.
Yeah, I just gotta move over like steps. Each power on a sacred staff card is treated as fear. Each sacred staff cannot suffer fear exceeding its health value. Ooh, that's interesting.
Okay.
flip an interactive objective in an adjacent space, then you may discard any number of defense tokens. For each defense token discarded, either move an active objective one space or discard one fear from an objective. That's very interesting. So that means at any point in time, we can anytime we flip an inactive objective,
Okay.
we can take it and we can either take a fear off of it or we can move it one space.
Okay.
So I guess that's why the board is so small, is because it's going to take forever to get it to the objective spot. Because you have to make the choice to either move it one space or remove a fear from it.
So
And the only way
but
to
we
get-
also move that, but we have to like
Move it one space at a time.
Okay.
Well, it's one space per. So for each defense token discarded. So if you discard 3 defense tokens, you can move it 3 spaces.
Okay.
So you have to make that decision. You either remove 3 fear or move it 3 spaces.
Okay. So how many tokens do we need?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
That's where I'm.
Okay, so I guess that's dependent on your character.
I guess.
'Cause-
So my token. Okay. So yeah. So my type indicator. That's the damage type indicator. But it didn't say anything about tokens on here. It looks. Huh.
What's the little like box looking figure? Like, this thing. What is that?
Okay, so that is for attack value. So the card attack value indicates how many enemy dice are rolled when this card attacks.
Oh, okay. So that's how many dice.
Yeah.
All right.
Example set of a 2-player game.
We should have been reading that.
Well, this was after the setup. This is
Okay.
like it's literally the next page.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, so basically, stage deck rules, stage play area, and then discard is what they're showing.
I don't want to eat too late and you want to play fast.
And then basically the same. Do we have a turn card? Fighter discard, so character card, fighter deck, fighter discard, and then turn card. What the heck is the turn card? I'm not seeing what the turn card is though.
Make some more.
These are the loot cards. Oh my god, there's so much to this up. Fighter threat area, fighter area, fighter play. Is there a thing on here that says that? Have you come across anything that says, oh, okay, deal turn cards. Each fighter takes one card, places it near their play area so the fighter turn side is face up. What? What?
I think we need him on this one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like I think we have the basics, but now we're getting into the
Yeah, we're getting into like the nitty gritty, like real shit. Like I don't see a single turn card. To be 100% honest, I have no idea what that card is. Like it says, during a single round, each fighter individually takes a fighter turn. The fighter currently taking a fighter turn is referred to as the active fighter. A fighter turn must be fully resolved by the active fighter before the next fighter begins their fighter turn. Fighters may take turns in any order. Turn cards track which player has already taken a turn that round. A fighter turn consists of the following phases resolved in order. God. Does not say what turn card is. Threat phase. The active fighter refreshes. Sorry, my face is not on the camera. My bad. The active fighter refreshes each exhausted card in their fighter play area and then draws and resolves one enemy card. The active fighter does not refresh exhausted cards in the area from this phase. So you refresh exhausted cards. So basically in the fighter area, or the fighter play area, you have cards that you're using for that turn and they don't refresh until your next turn. And the active fighter
he's literally turned a video game
into a board game. This
like,
is crazy.
Legitimately, like this is impressive.
Right. Like I said, there's a lot of detail into this, into every aspect, all the figures, the board, every potential part to this has been thought out. Like threat phase, act phase, react phase, draw phase. This is like playing D&D as a video game, but like on a board game. This is crazy. Holy crap. After each fighter takes a turn, the player resolves the enemy turn. So basically, every time you do something, the enemy's going to do something too.
Turn-based.
And you get, yeah.
Turn-based.
But here's the thing: it's not just based on me. Anytime I do something, the enemy does something in reaction to me, and then anytime you do something, the enemy does something in reaction to you.
Me. So he like.
It's like the enemy gets double turns. We both get fucked. What? Like that's what it says. After each fighter takes a turn, players resolve the enemy turn. So I have to resolve an enemy's turn, and then you play, and then you have to resolve an enemy's turn. Ow! Ow! This is gonna hurt.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So okay, that's the threat phase, act phase. In any order, may play shit. So you get to do all of those things. So you can move three. You can do it in any order too. You can move 3 spaces, play one action. You can perform an action, move 3 spaces, then play a card. You can play a card, perform an action, then move, like.
So basically,
3 times 3. Like holy shit.
So basically, we should have done this earlier today.
Probably. We waited way too late to do this.
There's
shit.
no way that we
What?
can get an actual game in.
Nah, not even. The most we can hope for, that's only 2. There are 4 parts to this because there's the threat phase, the act phase, the react phase, and then the draw phase. I've literally only said 2 parts to this. React phase. From left to right, the active fighter activates each card in their threat area. What? Wait, what? Oh shit. Okay, so from left to okay. Oh my god. So that means. Shit. That sucks. So basically, in this order, like as soon as you act, as soon as you play a card, perform an action, whatever is immediately in front of your character that your enemy put down as your threat, you then have to go from left to right in your remaining cards to then use those, activate each card in the threat area. So like everything that they did, you have to, oh god damn it. I could totally be like I'm reading these verbatim, but I could totally be interpreting these wrong. That's the scariest part right now because this is so detailed and there's so many other aspects that you like. That's what we have to go off of right now. Like this diagram, that means this player, this fighter area, and then this threat area. That the react phase from left to right, the active fighter activates each card in the threat area. Draw phase, the active fighter draws one card from their fighter deck, then flips the card so that the fighter turn side is face down, indicating that the active fighter has completed their turn for the round. So regardless, no matter what, the end of each round for you, you are drawing a card from your fighter deck, and then you flip your turn card over so that you're indicating the end of your turn so the next fighter can go. All right, that's pretty cool, but we need to find these turn cards. They are somewhere in here. Then there's a whole thing on the exhausted cards.
Found them.
That was quick. Oh, okay. So this literally just tells you everything I just read, but in a more simplified version here. Oh, actually, in the act phase, it actually gives you more detail, which is cool.
That was hilarious.
We need to find them. 10 seconds later. Found them! So the act phase on this actually goes into more detail. You may perform each of the following steps in any order. Move 3 spaces, play 1 card from your hand, perform one of the following actions. A sprint action, move up to 3 spaces. So technically, in retrospect, you can move 6 spaces if you move and then sprint. Defend action, gain 1 random defense token. That's frightening. If you get a random defense token, what if it's not something that's useful to you right then? Like, you get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Card action, resolve the action effect on 1 card in your play area. Interact action, resolve the interact effect on any card in play. So that could be enemy's play area or threat area. Wow, okay, so then you can actually, that's card in play. You can resolve somebody else's. That's dangerous.
This entire game is dangerous.
We gonna die, 100%. We are, oh man, there's shit on the other side. Oh god. The stage gets a turn, guys. The stage gets a turn.
Basically.
So after your turn, the enemy turn, the group activates each card in the enemy play area from left to right by resolving its active ability. So here's what this sounds like to me. As you're playing your turn, you then have to react to the shit that's dropped into your specific character's threat area. Then after your turn, or after we take turns, the group then activates the enemy's abilities. So we get fucked to get fucked again. The what?
That's the best way I think it's ever been explained.
This is like when. No, I don't want to make that reference. That was going to be a bad reference. Okay, and then after the enemy goes, the stage gets a turn. So in the stage's turn, activation phase, The group activates each card in the stage play area from left to right by resolving its active abilities. So anything in the stage part that comes up, that then gets activated after the enemy. And in the stage one, there are stuff that are beneficial to us, but there are also things that can make it so much harder, like minions coming into play. There's traps involved. And there's traps that we can use too. So this could be both beneficial and harmful to ourselves
fucked up
and
video.
each other, because we could accidentally place it somewhere that's going to harm our teammate, which would then also suck. But it may be also the most tactical way of doing things. So
Because remember, if one of us dies, we all lose.
yeah, that's just game over. So we're trying to defend each other while possibly at the same time accidentally fucking
Do you
each other
realize
over.
how hard this is more so for
That's
2 players
Yeah.
than for 4?
Yeah. But also remember that the more players we have, the more health.
Stronger the
Yeah, like this guy's rolling 4 dice for a time every single time. If we have 4 players, he's gonna have 80 health. We gotta punch him a lot.
Oh,
We gonna have to punch him a lot. A lot. Coaster.
no shit.
Right behind me. There's one right behind the wall. Okay, so that's just the activation phase. Then the stage gets a draw phase where they draw and resolve 1 stage card. So that means, oh wow, okay. So that means we resolve the active ability. Next phase, we draw another stage card and put it in the play area, and then also resolve a stage card. End phase, each fighter flips their turn card to its fighter turn side, and then we take our turns again.
And then,
Wow.
and then after all of that, then
we take our turn.
oh man, we're screwed.
This is going to be great. We're definitely not going to play a full round here, but this is really good to see just a simple setup to see exactly how fucked we're going to be. 4 players, 4 turn cards.
A lot of crying. A lot of crying.
4 players, 4 turn cards, 4 people crying, 1 person dying. Oh dear gosh.
We all lose.
Yeah. 1 person dies, we all lose this.
This should have opened up just like with the freaking
like the Dark Souls board
yeah,
game where
you're-
literally the moment you open that game, there's just a black sheet with red words that says you died.
Yeah.
That's literally how this should have done it. But I'm glad they didn't, because it makes
That'd have
me
been
feel like
discouraging.
I have a chance.
Yeah. That would have been incredibly discouraging.
Yeah. But this game is going to be amazing when we actually start playing it.
Yes, it is.
But
yes,
holy
it
shit,
fucking is.
there's so much into this. There's so much. Like, I'm going to read you the Sacred Staff card just because. It's got 5 health. It rolls 2 dice to attack. And it says, activate. If this objective is inactive, place 1 power on it. Otherwise, it moves 2 spaces so that it is farther from the nearest enemy, moving toward a safe house space in case of a tie. So that only moves farther away in case of a tie. Or it moves closer to a safe house space only in case of a tie. Otherwise, it's just trying to move farther away, regardless. Yours is literally as far away from the enemy as it can possibly
Yeah.
get.
See,
That's going to make that difficult.
his going against him is gonna be fine. Like his active with his card, because his is also 20p and 4, so it'll be about the same amount as like fighting him.
Yeah.
However, this is his. His is remove all Heavenly Dragon cards from the enemy deck, shuffle them together, and discard them. Then Alon gains 2 of each type of defense tokens. Never mind, I lied.
I was like, that's some bullshit right there.
Yeah, and then Alon advances 2 spaces towards the nearest fighter and attacks. Then, if unengaged, Alon gains 1 random defense token and shuffles the top most heavily dragon card from his discard pile back into his deck.
I must say no.
Because you the closest.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fucked.
I'm lucky. I'm right here.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get shit on.
But see, Dimitri gains 2 random defense tokens and attacks each fighter engaged with him. Then each target of that attack must discard 1 grapple defense token. If at least 1 fighter cannot, Dimitri retreats 2 spaces. So, like,
Technically, we want to keep him as close
Close
as
as
possible
possible.
so that we can attack him.
we don't
later.
want him be close. We want him close.
Ah, God damn it. So
the-
there's another aspect to this that we didn't even think about reading everything else. We
Wow.
just got to this. There are characters that we actually want to push away to fight. There are other characters that we're going to go up against that we want fucking as close as possible. Oh my fucking god. So like I said, so basically this is what I'm seeing. There's characters like Nightmare from Soul Calibur where the closer you are, the more fucked you are because his damage output is greater based on the fact that you are closer and he hits it harder.
Yeah.
Where there's other characters like Maxi where his shove is better the more he shoves you away. So he wants you to be farther so he can hit you from a distance and get that speed with his staff. Ow. This is going to hurt us in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's going to happen. That's definitely going to happen.
Oh, I'm going to be the first one to get fucked with the sandpaper dildo.
Because you're the closest.
Yeah.
Like,
oh
when we
God.
start playing, because that's your character right now. When we start
Yeah.
playing, like,
We gonna,
you're going to be
I'ma
the
get
first.
I'm going to get hurt.
It's not going to be pretty.
Nuh-uh. Oh, shit. Plus, we haven't even gone into any of the minions yet. Like, we don't even know. Like Kevin Hart said, we don't even
You
know.
don't even know. We don't even know.
Like pineapples. Pineapples, I'm done.
Look,
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready yet.
no.
On the plus side, we got loot. So every time we get to one of the crates, wait, does that mean we only get to pick five crates? Oh shit!
And
There's another aspect we didn't think about.
also, does he get anything? Because he's right next to a crate.
I don't know. We got to read more into this because we only just got to that portion. The next part is it's a threat phase. Okay, we're gonna have to do like a part 2 to explaining all of this because there's a lot. Like we just started. That was what I really just read was only the fighter turn legit phase. Here's the threat area. All of this is the threat area. This is the act phase. There's still more to this book.
I'm clenching my butthole.
Like, we got so much more to go. It goes into so much. These rules, you guys have no idea yet, but like, there's a page for this style dice. Like, there's like a part for this style dice. For the enemy dice, literally it says, this is a success. This is a success and a guard. This is a guard. And then that shit's a fucking critical. I didn't even know they could get a critical. This is the first time reading on the fact that we could get a critical.
We don't have that on our dice.
We don't have that on our dice. We can't get a critical, guys. They get a critical. Does that mean they get to... Okay, I'm going to read that real quick. Hold on. A critical result provides one success... Ow. I'm reading this before I'm reading this out loud, and this hurts me. A critical result provides a success and allows the attacking fighter, these are enemy dice we're looking at, the attacking fighter to roll an additional dice, adding that result to the attack. There is no limit to the number of critical results that can be resolved during a single attack. If they get a critical on every roll, they get to roll again and again. That's a success every time, plus another chance to succeed. That hurts. That hurts a lot. For each guard result, the active fighter gains 1 defense token after fully resolving the attack. The type of defense token gained matches the type of damage dealt. If the attack deals only general damage or general or direct damage, the fighter may choose which type of defense token it gains. Oh, thank God, no. Those are our dice.
Oh, wait, what's our dice?
Those ones.
The red ones?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it says fighter dice. Thank fucking God. That means we get to do this. We get all. I was gonna shit myself if that's how the enemy goes. That would suck so bad. Enemy dice. The enemy dice are used when enemies attack. For each result, the attacking enemy deals 1 damage of corresponding type. Each enemy dice are also used to generate random defense tokens.
Etc.
They have punch, kick, and grapple. So oh shit. You understand what that means, right?
No.
So based on how we go, we have to have guards in accordance to how they attack. So unless they grapple, we won't have grapple tokens to use to defend, which means with fuckface over here, Dimitri, I think is the one where we need.
Fuckface.
Look, he looks hard. Okay. He look like his gun that he is holding right now looks like an assault tactical shotgun with grenade launcher capability. That looks fucked. Dimitri gains 2 random. Then each target must discard 1 grapple defense token. We legit he has to grapple at some point in order for us to gain grapple tokens, or he flees.
Okay.
So we have to discard a grapple token, which means the first time we encounter him, unless he grapples, we will get no defense tokens. So the first time, regardless, he is getting to flee.
Okay.
Unless we somehow already have grapple defense tokens, which doesn't look like it's technically possible for us. Because we only gain defense tokens based on our guard and how many guards we get per roll. And I don't know about you, but I only get 2 dice to roll. No, you only get 2 dice to roll too. Oh shit. That means maximum we can get is if we land on a success and a guard at the same time, that means we get an attack and a defense. So unless we land on those and a critical, or 1 of those and a critical, or 2 of those,
This is critical.
yeah.
That's critical.
Unless we do that, if we don't get any guard, we don't get grapple defense tokens. So we get fucked. Because that just means that Dimitri here literally just gets to leave the fighting area. If at least 1 fighter cannot discard a grapple token, Dimitri retreats 2 spaces. That means we both, at the end of each time he attacks, has to be able to. Oh, that means for the first 2 turns. The first 2 fighter turns. That don't sound fun.
No, it does not.
Oh shit. Alright. God damn it. Again, that's so I want you to know that the act phase is phase B. There is this whole page of instructions on that, this whole page of instructions on that. This whole top section is just explaining the dice for that phase. That's 3 pages away we get to the next phase, the react phase, which has a whole page in and of itself, because it goes bottom half of this, top 2/3 of this, so it's got about a page worth. And then we get to the draw phase. Then the enemy turn, the stage turn. There's additional rules.
Oh, there's more. But wait, there's more.
Right? You thought you were done getting fucked. But wait, there's more. Oh my god.
You're trying to give him part two.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a part 2 to finish this off, guys.
There's so much.
We're gonna call it for the night, put all this back away, and then come back at it again later to fully explain the rest of this.
Especially since we now have the basic part out, the setup out.
And we've got no way of fully understanding this next section without having him here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do this again, but we're gonna do this again with one of the creators here to help us for setting this up more appropriately so we can give you the best version of us dying in this game.
Yes, basically. Because that's going to happen.
Yeah,
That's definitely going to
150% gonna happen. So I'm signing off. Cornovaki is here, deucing it out for the day. Steven from Amaranth Productions. Go check out his channel. He's gonna have stuff on here from this as well. We're both gonna go back and forth with this. This is, oh my god. This may turn out to be probably one of the longer games we end up playing.
Yeah.
See y'all next time, guys.
Doses.
Thank y'all for joining us. Like, subscribe, comment, and press that bell for notifications so you can see when we pop back up again. End it.